Yes. Sweet and salted popcorn.
Yeah.
That's kind of popcorn.
Yeah. I don't think.
Oh, that's a crime against all of humanity.
No, it's not. It's beautiful. I love it. I get both.
I know Richard will be on my side when he gets downstairs. Oh, Richard, sweet and salted popcorn.
Is an abomination.
Thank
correct.
you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure it's in Deuteronomy.
The 11th commandment.
Oh, come on. If you can't wear two different sorts of fabric, according to Deuteronomy. Sorry, I'm wrong. It's in Leviticus. Yep, various laws. Leviticus 19.
In fact, all of them talk about this.
Verse 11. Here we go. And the popcorn that is sweet and is salted shall not be in the same bowl, for it is an abomination unto the Lord. Hello and welcome to the D20 Future Show. I am, as always, your host and GM Richard. Previously on the D20 Future Show. I know you'll want to check this out. I don't have to be thrilled about it, but if there is some clue as to what the hell the Yatnar pirates are actually after, it might help us get them off our backs. So go, find out what is there, and report back.
So Alad is currently doing the robot.
A mech jumps out round the corner, boom, and opens up with an anti-mecha rifle. It does 7 points of damage. You take 7 points of damage.
I take 7 points.
You take 7 points of damage. That's the face of a man who didn't roll a very small number.
That's a critical hit.
Natural one is a critical hit. Great. Remember, mecha combat is the other way around.
Yeah, I was.
Hey! I
Charge forward.
I clamber through the gap.
Do you see the little green button in the corner?
Yes.
Yeah, that one turns all the warning lights off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the warning display in your mech switches off, and you see the bright muzzle flash of the laser weapon firing. Ow. Oh, thank goodness you haven't got like a dungeon crawl with loads of enemies coming up straight after this.
Spoilers.
You see the power plant explode. No! Bits start raining everywhere. As the frenzy of battle calms down, you see a large entranceway. And what's behind that entranceway? Is there maybe a dungeon crawl with lots of enemies? Well, let's find out on the next episode of the D20 Future Show. So the DMC mining has uncovered this small entranceway, and the scan has shown not a large seam of titanium, but actually apparently an empty cavern, which is why the DMC had no interest in it. What do you do?
Too large for mechs.
Too large for mechs. Sorry, too small for mechs. Too large for mechs would make no sense. Too small for mechs. You would have to dismount if you were to go in.
Dismount.
Henry climbs out of his mech.
The rest of
Henry wasn't involved with that.
So I just
I convinced you.
yeah, you convinced Henry. Let's have a D20 roll.
Henry, go have a look. 16.
16. Henry leaps out of his mech, keen to have a look himself. He actually doesn't even pay any attention to the drone who could well have done it for him, and runs into the entranceway.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I turn to Buddy and say, let's go, Buddy.
Let's go, says Buddy, who as soon as the cockpit opens, leaps out, lands with one paw down, just like Iron Man, looks up, there's a pause, and he goes, yeah! And runs into the entrance.
I follow suit with Buddy.
Are we racing?
Can I suggest that we treat injuries for people
Too late.
who are...
I know, you're talking about I'm fine.
Ian, do you want to go and have a look?
You're going to stay out on your own? Is this what's happening?
I'd like to point out that I have 12 in treat injury and you're very injured at the moment.
Ian, could you help me, please?
Okay, so Steve gingerly climbs out of his mech. He climbs down and makes his way over to Ian, who attempts to treat his injuries with a D20 roll.
Yes! That's a big number.
17, it's a nice big number.
That's
Roll
12.
a D4.
Can you plus 12 on that as well?
No.
It's a 3.
3. You regain 3 hit points.
Oh, yeah.
You are now fighting fit.
8.
Can I suggest This is, out of character. This is just me as a friend advising another friend.
Don't trust him.
Don't leap in first.
I didn't have a choice on that one.
No, absolutely. You were very much persuaded to go in first.
You are the worst.
Okay.
If I die, this is your fault. I think I said that before, didn't I?
Do you also make your way?
Guilty whatsoever.
Do you also make your way into the entrance cavern, Ian and Steve?
Yes.
I'd like to say I would like to try and move silently as I'm doing this.
Okay.
As I'm entering.
Let's
As
have,
Buddy makes it like.
let's have a D12 roll. Sorry, D20 roll.
Sorry.
5.
As a
Okay, so you kind of turn to shush Buddy, who goes, "What? Are we being caught now?"
Never mind, buddy. It's fine. We got this.
As the 6 of you, since I'm assuming the drone is coming too, you didn't mention it, but I
The fact that you're bringing it up makes me distrust you, but yes, it's there.
so you signal to the drone.
Can I convince Drone? Is he?
No. No, absolutely not. Just like Henry's nerve pinch will not work on the drone.
Neither will your incredible charm and wit.
Is it a female drone?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
You get plus 15 now, don't you? Sorry,
So
Richard,
the,
continue.
the 4 members of Stark Defence, Buddy, and with the drone hovering just over Henry's right shoulder, make their way into what was clearly an entrance lobby. You hear a siren sound, blue lights start to flash, and a heavy door comes slamming down behind you, and you are sealed into the room.
Well,
Is this alright, Steve?
here we are.
How's it going? Is this alright?
I'm on top of the world.
Good.
You guys are also okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
As you look around, the entrance room is featureless except for a large metal door with black and yellow stripes down it. You can actually see the shards of rock moved because of how hard it has come down. You can see the floor is carved smooth out of the rock, and there is a long tunnel ahead of you.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
What's visibility like? Is it really dark? Is it?
There isn't any lighting in this section, but you have some lightings. You have a very kind of low power lighting on your survival suits. Buddy, of course, says, "Yeah, light!" Opens his eyes and beams of bright light disappear down the corridor, and you can see what appears to be a featureless corridor ahead of you.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's go then.
Yeah.
Start walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take point.
Can I suggest that we try at least a little bit to see if we can open the door behind us in any way, shape, or form?
Doesn't sound like we're going to be
The
able
thing
to.
that's crazy.
I'm not trusting that Richard will have left anything, but feels like we should try just
Feel
to cover
free,
our
but-
escape.
I look
Okay.
at that door and just say, it's not moving.
I literally have my fist.
Try and convince him.
Okay, would you like to take a look at the door?
Yeah.
Okay, Ian
Yep, it's a door.
Is Richard just
takes a
going
look
to
at the door,
repeat
and
what
you
he
can
just
see
said?
that it is a door. It has yellow and black stripes down it. It's clearly made of some metal,
And it hit the floor so hard that
and it hit the floor so hard there are shards of rocks coming away.
It's as if there's nothing on that door and we have to go the other way.
Can I try and lift it up?
Yes, make a strength check.
I'm imagining it's huge.
You're gonna have to roll at
My
least
ability
50.
modifier is 0.
You may make a strength check.
Oh.
You're gonna roll like 50 to get this open.
14.
You attempt to lift the heavy metal door. You're not sure whether you just can't move it or whether you didn't get a proper grip on it. Your hands slip against it and you make no impression on the door whatsoever.
Okay. Let's go down this corridor, guys.
We got that.
Great idea.
That's the spirit.
Let's go down this ominous corridor that's clearly a trap.
Is it right?
Should we move single file? Or is it big enough for...
It's wide enough for you to stand 2 abreast
Okay.
if you wish to.
Shall the people who are more healthy take point?
Tim will take point.
Tim will take
With
points.
Buddy.
Think
All right. So we're going to have
me and Tim, Ian and Tim.
behind. We're going to have Henry and Steve.
And
And
Drone.
the drone.
I don't want to be with the drone.
Tough.
Okay, the drone moves. Oh no, tough. That's it. There you go. You're right next to the drone. What are you going to do?
I'm surprised that worked so well. I'm so happy.
No, I want the drone to move.
As you make your way down the corridor, the drone seems to slow down, and eventually it stops.
Okay.
I take my gun out and I shoot the drone.
All right, you. Okay, let's have some initiative.
Is this going to end with a brawl between me and Tim? I think
it might well do.
I'm going to lose that, I'd like to find out. But...
Yeah, you would definitely lose that fight.
What are you doing, Tim?
Okay, so are we going to have initiative? Okay.
Do I not get a surprise round for just like...
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, if you're just going to just shoot it, okay, yes. Let's have a D20 roll if you're going to shoot at it.
Why are you doing this? This thing is our ally at the moment.
This is a ranged attack.
This is a 14 plus 4, that's at 18.
18, okay. You hit the drone.
Great.
I didn't think these guys would be the ones to destroy. I thought it'd be you.
You hit the drone. You're going to do 2d8 damage.
2d8, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
What? Oh, okay, laser pistol, okay.
You each have laser pistols.
That's 7.
7 points of damage.
Jeez,
Okay. You see your laser strike what is clearly an important system on the drone. It starts to waver in the air. You see inevitably smoke starting to curl up from it, and it drops maybe a foot, and its hovering is obviously a little bit unstable. It starts to drift towards the wall. We're going to initiative. Who else is getting involved in this fight?
Not me.
Henry, are you getting involved in this fight? And if so, on which side?
Oh, it's not going to be on Tim's side, not a chance.
Are you kidding me?
I'm contemplating whether to...
We have been friends for years.
This drone comes along and splits you up. We'll do D20s for initiative, and you can tell us what you do when it's your turn.
Great, fantastic.
Here we go.
So do we all roll?
That's 7.
Natural 20.
I'm gonna roll in, but
Right.
5.
I rolled
Okay,
17.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
7. So we have Tim,
You're not getting
22
involved?
then the drone, then Henry, and then
See, now, Tim, you've caused a problem
Ian.
for yourself.
and Steve is just staying well out of it.
Right.
Tim has fired at the security drone. It is now the drone's turn. The drone turns to you.
Wait, I got the highest initiative.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you've just fired at it.
Yeah, but that was the surprise round, right?
That's the surprise round. Okay.
Oh, my...
Okay, Tim, you're the first to react to the slightly surprising news that you've shot at the drone and damaged it.
I cheated it again. That's 14.
That's a 14, which is a... You've got a bonus, haven't you? Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You're going to do 2d8 of damage.
5.
5 points of damage. The drone drops out of the sky, hits the ground with a clatter, and shows no signs of action or life.
Oh no.
It does nothing.
See, what I was going to do was disable it and leave it, but now... Oh, I've missed anyway, so who cares?
Did you just draw a gun and shoot it?
Yes.
What?
At Tim, yes.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
He destroyed my drone.
I turned to Toby and said, hey,
not.
come on. I could have saved your life.
You had no control of
Okay,
that drone
that's
anyway.
a persuasion check.
Yeah,
Let's have a
it is,
d20. That's an 11.
I doubt. I
Do I
think
have to
I've got...
Do anything against
I
it?
have 0 bonuses.
You have 0 bonus. You try to make the case to Henry that there was danger. Henry is not overly convinced.
Come on, guys, come on. There's no need to fight over this now. It can't be helped now that the drone is destroyed.
There is no use crying over spilt drone parts.
You owe me a new drone.
I will happily get you a new drone. Okay, fine.
No,
2.
no, I'm not going to be... No. Just one.
We'll get back to the compound. We'll build you a new drone that you have full control of.
I'd like to mention now, Henry is fine. Adam is furious.
George,
Adam is
really
Stephen.
sorry. I'm really sorry,
Yeah.
but
George is sorry. Tim,
I have to accept it. Yeah, I have to accept it because of the rules of the game.
there you go.
I'm really
That's
sorry.
the way
Let's
it
move
works.
on.
Tim is a person of instinct.
Buddy turns to Tim and goes, "Never trusted that drone."
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
You see a faint amber light at the end of the corridor.
It's another drone.
Can I hack this one?
I'm just going to nudge Henry and just hold my pistol over Buddy, just quietly behind him's back.
I was torn between firing at him and cracking it, but I thought Buddy's actually probably going to be useful. Whereas
and might just kill you.
yes, Tim might have
Do you
the
remember when he threw a
compassion.
grenade out of his mouth?
Yeah, Tim might have the compassion to just go, no, I'm not going to shoot back. Buddy would go, and I'm dead. So.
Ian, are you really going to attempt to threaten Buddy with a gun?
No.
Good, okay, that's just, you know, because...
No, I think rifts
I think
are appearing,
Buddy's
Richard.
plan
That's what's
is
happening.
thicker than all of us.
I thought it was going to be all against me.
I have nothing against Buddy at all. I just wanted to stir the pot.
Shall we continue?
You continue, okay, you continue down the corridor?
Yeah.
As you see, at the end of the corridor, there is a hard left turn, which is where the amber lighting is coming from. As you continue through, you see a large room with a series of booths down the right-hand side. There are 2 large pillars in the middle of the room, and on your left, there's what looks like a reception desk. If it was a hotel or an office, it would be the reception desk with a sort of sweeping curve. Are you going to make your way into the room?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So is there another option?
I thought Tim was leading.
Currently, not really. You don't think going back's going to get you anywhere. All that's in the corridor is the
Do you wanna go
remains
try and
of
lift the door
Henry's
again?
drone.
Just screw Richard's story and try and just leave.
The 4 of you die of starvation. As you return.
I did pray a little bit that Ian just worked and managed to open the door.
Okay, let's have spot checks from each of you, please.
Does Buddy get a spot check as well?
He does. If you could give me spot
17.
check with bonus.
17 with.
22.
Oh, is that a 1?
It's a 10. My -1.
You notice that there's something on the countertop of the reception desk.
Okay.
Ian, you notice what looks like a large metal section bullwhip lying on the reception desk. What do you do?
Go over and have a look at it.
Okay, as you look at it, let's have a D20 roll.
13 with bonus.
13. So you can see one end of it is obviously a handle. It looks like there is some kind of switch attached to it. The rest of it you recognise may well have some kind of an electric discharge system placed all the way along the length of the whip.
I am Ian D. Jones, and you're just giving me a whip.
Okay, add to your inventory electro bullwhip.
Oh, yes, that's insane.
That's cool.
Fits your character.
Not as cool as a
so
drone,
well.
but
True.
You're still going to electrocute yourself with it.
Ooh. How do you spell whip?
WHIP.
Yep, WHIP. And you
Whip.
don't really know a lot about it except the
Whip.
damage. The range is going to be melee only.
Can I try it against something like the
Something.
wall?
Something ideally. You crack it against the wall.
Yeah.
You see the whole length of it lights up blue
Yeah.
as electrical energy crackles between the sections. You
Yeah.
strike the wall, sparks fly off, 4 drones drop out of the ceiling, and roll for initiative.
Amazing.
Ian, you're the first to react to the 4 drones who drop out of the ceiling.
I'm gonna attack the one that's right next to me.
Okay, with the
whip.
bullwhip. Yep, okay. So
Yeah.
you make a melee attack using your strength.
My phone
My
is
strength.
useless.
So you are plus 0.
And plus naught.
To the point where-
20! Natural
20! That is a critical hit.
Wait,
Okay, you're
you
going
just
to
rolled
roll.
2 20s in a row.
I did!
That's impressive.
Yeah!
You are going to roll 3d8s.
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 You are kidding me.
I'm gonna need another d8.
One more time. 3d8.
3d8s.
Put that in there. 3D8.
It does damage, of course. 3d8s.
What's the white?
Wow.
Was that Buddy?
That's me.
That's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. who's the white
Is the critical 20? Do we know that now?
Yes, the critical is 20. Yes. It does 3d8s worth of damage, man. What more do you want?
Because we've discovered the critical point on it. That's 11.
11 points of damage to one of the drones. Hang on, so that's
It's
drone
electrical damage as well.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
Does that affect the drones in any way, shape?
I mean, it sure does. So you see the electricity crackle over it. You see the drone, very much in the way that Henry's drone did. It drops out of the sky, wobbles, and smoke starts to come from various bits of it. It does not look in good shape.
Do I need to roll for the critical in some way?
Oh, sorry, yes, you need to roll again to confirm the critical.
What do I need to get the critical?
You need to get another hit.
Which is...
Big numbers.
Not that.
What did you roll?
3.
You rolled a 3, so yeah, no, that's not a hit. So it's a hit, but it's not a critical hit,
Okay.
which is, good news for me. Okay, it is Steve's go.
Oh no!
What do you choose to do?
Run! I shoot at this one
Okay, yep.
with my laser pistol.
Okay, let's have a D20.
I roll.
Oh.
20.
What is going on? Okay, roll again to confirm the critical.
I don't want to break the cycle. I have to get 20.
11.
11, that is, what is your dexterity bonus?
+1.
Okay, that is not a hit, so it's just a hit, so you're going to do 2d8s of damage, it's not a critical hit.
There's 1, there's 2. I get a 4 and a 6, so 10.
10 points
10.
of damage.
Sounds
Alright.
10.
It is Henry's go.
With a tear rolling down my face, I'll shoot at the same one.
You're going to shoot at the same drone? Okay, right. Overcome by emotion.
I've got 2, it doesn't matter.
Overcome
With the
by
tears.
emotion, tears streaming down your face as you think of what could have been. You miss the enemy drone. Tim, it is your go.
I'm surprised you didn't try and reprogram one of these immediately.
I'm a bit too far away.
I'm going to say, get him, buddy, and then I'm going to shoot at
Yeah, get
the
him!
one,
The one right next to you. Okay, are you going to shoot at it?
Yes.
Okay.
What did I think again?
18.
That's 18. That is a hit.
2d8. That is 7 points.
7 points of damage. So that is... Come on, Richard. Don't let your maths fail you now. It has that many hit points left. Buddy's go. Buddy says, yeah, get him! And runs and leaps to try and bite this drone. Its jaw clamps against the side as one of the propeller blades strikes Buddy's jaw. Jaws go straight through the side of the drone and it just drops down and he's now just holding it like a frisbee. The drone next to Ian is going to take a 5-foot step back. So it just moves. So it's known as a 5-foot step. So it's a safe manoeuvre away. So it costs an action, but means that he wouldn't get an attack of opportunity with his bullwhip because he's got enough problems as it is without getting attacked again. And it shoots at Ian. And it misses. So the round flies over your shoulder and pings off against the back wall of the room. The second drone behind you takes a shot as well, and it and you take 3 points of damage.
Oh. 3 points of damage.
This drone here is going to turn and shoot at Buddy.
No, buddy.
And he hits, and he does some damage. Strikes against Buddy's flank, and Buddy winces in pain, shouting, "No! Oh!" It is Ian's go.
Like, do you have a problem with that, though?
I'm going to walk forward and attack that thing with a bullwhip.
I keep on imagining
5-foot step forward. You whip at it with the bullwhip.
I can't imagine it any other way.
I should have used an action point, but that's a 3. That's a miss.
The bullwhip sparks up. You scratch against the wall. You can see a diagonal line, but the drone, as it quivers, just manages to evade your strike. It is Steve's go.
I shoot at the drone.
Which drone?
The drone.
Which drone? Drone with a hoodoo, hoodoo. Which one? This one?
That drone.
That drone. All right, you shoot at the drone. Let's have a d20.
Right. Can I action point?
Yeah, if you want. You're going to roll a d6 as well. Give me an action point if you want.
Yeah.
Yep, all right.
Plenty to go. So 15.
Plus a d6.
Plus
16 plus anything here.
That is a hit. Going to do 2d8s of damage.
5.
5. You see the drone just explode.
Nice.
Buddy shouts, "Yeah, take that! You suck!" It is Henry's go.
Didn't do it for you, buddy.
I'm going to shoot the.
You shoot the drone
Yeah.
behind Ian.
Oh, the tears have cleared up.
The tits are cleared up a bit because you rolled
20. Well,
Twen-
19. Plus
19
1.
plus 1 is a 20.
Oh.
That is a.
Does that count as a critical? Or...
Unless it says critical 19/20 by a thing. No.
No, it just says 20.
Alright, you're going to do 2d8s of damage.
6 and 5, 11.
11 points of damage. Okay. It is Tim's go.
Great. I'll shoot that same drone.
Yep.
That's a
You
natural
miss.
Oh, wow.
Roll it
The
again.
bullet straight
Roll
13 to
again.
the back of Ian's
Yeah.
head.
13.
13. All right. So you see the laser round strike the wall just above where Ian's head was. You were pretty close to hitting him there.
Sorry.
Buddy runs forward,
Crackle the whip.
jumps up, and attempts to bite this drone. But his jaws clamp on thin air and he drops, missing it. The drone spins round and shoots at Tim. And he misses. The drone in front of Ian again makes a 5-foot step away and then whizzes over this way.
Got enough for you?
I'm gonna turn around and crack my whip at the one behind me.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and step forward and you crack your whip at the drone.
Yep.
You found toys.
Yes, I am happy.
Good call.
6.
6. Okay,
Plus 2?
you crack the whip. You see it shoot sparks, but just above the drone, so you miss.
Need caution.
It is Steve's go.
Oh, I fire my pistol.
You fire your pistol. Okay.
Oh no, wait, hold on.
It didn't sound so sure.
No, I'm just sort of. Why don't? Have I got a line of sight of that? Because he's up in the air and
It's a tricky shot.
Is there line? If
That-
I move
yeah, you
out, do I have line of sight?
You
on
could
that?
certainly move forward and have much easier line of sight to that one. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
shoot,
Take a
that
shot.
one. 10 plus 2. 12.
Is a miss. So you shoot. You see some of the plaster against the wall fall down. Some of which forms like a cloud of dust, which is caught up and pulled through the drone's fan system. But so it looks lovely. But you don't hit. Henry.
I'm just thinking it'd go down through the drone's fans, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go up through the drone's fans.
You'd get sucked in.
It wouldn't
With
come
the air.
upwards, would it? No, because the way it works is it pulls air from above and pulls it down underneath to push the drone upwards.
Yeah, it does. Okay,
so it
so
wouldn't get picked up into it. It'd go and then.
So no, it gets so the air is pushed down and then around. So you're right. So
That's it. It'd end up.
so yeah, so it gets
Yeah,
pushed,
okay.
forming a cloud around the drone,
That's alright.
giving you -1 to hit for being a no.
I remember the question in my exam of how the helicopters work in my
D20.
physics exam. So I'm good.
Very well.
Can I go here and
Yeah, if you want
Get
to sort of
cover.
move and take some cover behind the bench,
but
that's
then
fine.
fire
Yeah,
it? 16.
16. That's going to
Plus
be
1.
a hit.
Okay. 6 and 7. That's 13.
Oh, the drone just explodes. There's shards of it everywhere, but there is nothing left.
Good stuff.
Can I move? How
Yeah.
far can I move?
Yeah,
Like
that'll do. Yeah,
Just shoot.
we'll be a bit loosey-goosey with movement. That's fine.
Prance across the room.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Roll again.
Wow.
18.
18. Yep, that's a critical hit. You're going to do 2d8s worth of damage and then double it.
22 points.
22
damage.
points of damage. Again, there's nothing left of this drone. You've obviously hit its power plant or some really essential system, and it just splinters into 1,000 pieces. Fortunately, none of which actually hit Ian, although it's a close run thing.
Sorry.
Can I just turn to you and just crackle my whip a little bit? Just to say, that was twice in that combat.
What's the
Did you get hurt?
What's the blue?
By me.
What's the
I
what?
was pretty close twice in
The
that
blue one is just
combat.
counting.
And you've already shot one of our allies down in this.
Let's not bring that up again.
Buddy says, "Yeah, drones suck." Bounds right up to Tim, and his little robotic tail just starts to whack backwards and forwards. Will Ian get over Tim's continual attempts to hurt him? Will Henry get over his lost drone? What secrets does this Alfir Base hold? Find out next time on the D20 Future Show.
How much jealousy does it take to do a 360 degree?
1 point is a 45-degree turn.
So you need 8 to do a 360.
Wait, no, you only
You
need
do a
180.
4, yes.
Yeah, to do a 360.
To do a 360, yes. If you really do want to do a boy band spin, that is what it would take.
Oh, I'm too off being able to do a boy band spin.
So you can do